Hi, my name is Per, and today we're going to take apart a Poulan Pro model number PR28 that has a broken throttle cable. Let's get to it. Now I have the weed whacker sitting on my tailgate on my truck, kind of my workbench. It's Poulan Pro model PR28. So here I have the cable and sheathing along with the on-off switch removed from the weed whacker. The problem is that the throttle cable itself inside of the sheathing has broken in the middle. So we finally got the cable in from Poulan or Husqvarna. If you didn't already know it, Poulan is owned by Husqvarna. Here's the part number. There are 5 Torx 25 screws that have to be taken out first. I decided here to remove the shaft, as the whole thing wants to just wiggle around and all kinds of stuff, which makes it harder. On the bottom is the trigger or interlock device that you have to push in order to use the accelerator. So I take that off because it's going to fall out anyways. And then on the top, there's a tricky little spring in here that you don't want to lose, and you want to kind of remember how it's in there. Now we'll pull the trigger off. Careful not to let the spring go flying. The off switch is connected with 2 little cables inside that you want to pull off. And I don't think it matters which one goes where. I use a combination of screwdrivers and needle nose pliers to get the connectors off. Okay, they were being a little bit difficult with me. Next, I will remove the carburetor cover or air cleaner, whatever you want to call it. There's a slide here where the cable goes over and down into the cable sheath. And I think this is where the problem is. When the thing sits outside and it rains, water goes down this hole, goes to the bottom of the cable, and makes it rust and then falls apart. And to remove that, there's 2. You do have to pull the carburetor off in order to get to this slide for the cable. There, got it loose now. Then it's just kind of a matter of pulling it out from the path underneath the motor. So there's the old cable out. Let's put the new one in. Got the slide in place now, and I'm going to hook up the cable for the off switch. There. That was pretty easy also. Now I want to put the carburetor back on the studs for it. And the two little 8mm bolts that hold this on. Then this little notch in here has to go into that top of the carburetor slot, the throttle. Like that, and then you pull it tight. Like that. Once the throttle cable is in the trigger, I put the two cables for the shut-off switch on. And I use my needle nose pliers for that. There's one. There, they're in place. There are slots in the case where the cables should go, and you pretty much have to just kind of push the cables in there. I just use a small little screwdriver to push one in at a time. There's one cable and there's another. Probably paid to pay attention when you took them apart where the cables went, but I don't think it's too difficult. There. Probably going to come out of here about 55 times while you try to get all of this stuff in place. I'm not sure what will be the easiest for you, but I decided to remove the connections at the carburetor, as it was too hard to keep all the cables in place while putting the trigger and stuff back in place. So now I'm going to put the cables back onto the carburetor and screw the shaft onto the motor. Okay, I have got the throttle cable hooked up to the linkage now, and I did discover that you don't quite have to remove the carburetor completely, and that just pulling it out about half an inch or something like that is enough. And hooked up the electrical cable for the shut-off switch, and I'm going to hook up the carburetor itself with its nuts and the two nuts. the air filter back in place. Snap the air filter cover back on. And the throttle linkage appears to be okay now. Okay, the weed whacker is now running. Started okay. We're going to see if the throttle works. And keep the stop-start switch.